Welcome one and all back to F1 2021 and welcome one onto the F2 Hotlap and Setup Series. We're here in Mexico City, Mexico, racing around the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez, 4.304 kilometers, 17 corners, 3 DRS zones to get our hands on in the racing and also during this time trial. But it's a circuit F2 have never raced at. W Series were meant to support Formula 1 here this year, but instead it did a double header at the Circuit of the Americas. But nevertheless, it's P2 for us in the BWT HWA RaceLab F2 car. A circuit that's always been good for us. A few league race podiums and wins here in the past. Let's dive into the setup. 3-4 on the aero. Really low here for the long straights. Air density quite not the same as in real life. 80% on, 20% off for the differential. Differential geometry, minus 2.7, minus 1.2, and tow 0.07 and 0.26. Again, fitting with that normal trend we seem to go with across all the setups. Front suspension and front anti-roll bar on 6. The rears both on 2. Helping with the turn-in, some really demanding corners, really high-speed corners, and the low ones. Helping with the traction, some of the slower corners, especially at the end of the lap, and 2-4 for the ride height. Braking at 56% just seems to give us a nice balance, especially down at turn number 1. And the tyres, again, another normal trend. Maximum tyre pressures. This one really helping, again, with that sort of stiffness of the car and helping with the front end. Getting good exit out of the final corner, turn 17 onto that really long main straight, heading all the way down towards turn 1. DRS wide open out as you go under sort of where pole position is, and keeping to the left-hand side. You want to try and pick up your braking point as best as you can. Hitting about 300 and sort of just under 320 kph, getting on the brakes and trying to get the car in without hitting that orange curve, getting as close as you can. Now it's all about opening up this first chicane without picking up penalties, and we did that superbly. That sort of second corner of the lap, you really want to get onto the curve without invalidating. It opens up the next one, gives you a really nice, keeps the minimum speed up as well. Harder brakes around the 100 metre board for turn number 4. Get the car back to the left as much as possible to open up the right of 5, and now straight up to this sort of double-handed corner, which is turn 6. Treat it as one wide corner. So we gained on the exits, we lost a little bit on the entry there, going a little bit wider than we wanted to do. Now into the heart of the middle sector, turn 7, 8 and 9. Trying to open this corner as much as possible, get on top of this curve, helps hook the car around, drop it back down into 4th now, and as you get through this final chicane, trying to get as much speed as you can. We regained on the entry, losing it on the exit. But again, you want to make sure you've got at least one tyre inside the yellow, inside the white lines. DRS wide open as you now head towards the final part of the lap. Again, avoid the orange curve on the inside, into the stadium now, opening up using the curve there on the entry as well. Again, miss that sausage curve on the inside, and get as tight as you dare on all these sort of corners, and just try and open them up as much as possible. Keep one wheel inside the white lines, round the final corner, short line your run to the line as best you can. And it's 1 minute 23.112. Those corners came quick at the end. We'll have another look at them on the off-board cameras. It's P2 for us, a pretty good lap overall. And one I was very happy with, especially the first sector. Really found a lot of time to our previous lap. But let's have a look. Mexico, of course, this weekend. Free practice is today for Formula 1. Of course, if you're watching it as the video came out, you know, it may be well after the Mexican Grand Prix. It might even be 2022. Who knows? Down towards turn number 1, though. DRS flap shuts as we head on, jump on the brakes. And again, look at this line through here, really all over the curbs. I don't know how that wasn't invalidated. It just helps keep the minimum speed up and gets you a really nice run out and onto that second longest straight, heading out towards turn 4. We didn't really speak out much on the onboard lap. Get on the brakes and sort of brake earlier than you want to. It helps bring the car back. You get much tighter line. It opens up turn 5. Just makes you a really nice run up to this sort of double apex turn 6. We're in a little bit deep, but it helps us gain good speed on the exit as we can almost keep our minimum up going the exit. Now the middle sector, really important. 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Just trying to keep the minimums up. Use the curb to your advantage. See, we're hooking ourselves round on that curb. Drop it down into 4. Just help with the rotation a little bit. And then chicane, just trying to carry your speed as best you can. We lost on the end, gained on the entry, but we had to lift a little bit, and we lost all the way down this straight. Now get your car over the curb here, throw the car in, avoid the orange curve in the middle, use all the track available to you on the exit, now into this stadium section. Another part of the lap where you really don't get tight to the curve, opens up the next part, gives you a nice run, miss the orange curve, and now onto this curve to open up the final proper corner of the lap. At turn 16, round 17, you'll get the shortest run to the line possible, and that is a lap at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez Circuit. I hope everyone enjoys the Mexican Grand Prix this weekend. It should be a belter. We have 5 races to go.